Hello scholars, Dr. Nystrom here again with instructions for the fourth activity regarding plot in our self-directed learning series. This one is looking at a short story called Snow by Julia Alvarez. Before we look at the story, you want to look at some vocabulary, mourning, Holocaust and nuclear fallout, and history. If you can't tell from some of the vocabulary there, this story takes place at a particular time in American history, which was called, in 1961, called the Cuban Missile Crisis. During this time, the Soviet Union and the United States were in some pretty severe tensions about Cuba, which is just off the south tip of Florida. And the Soviet Union was putting missiles on Cuba. The US and the Soviets got close to launching nuclear strikes at one another, so close in fact that a Russian submarine, which had to have 3 of its top submarine commanders, agreed to launch the missiles. 2 of them said yes, and 1 said no. If that one hadn't said no, we'd be living in a very different history. The United States put itself at DEFCON 2, which is the step before actually launching missiles. So we were really close to a terrible event in our history. Luckily, the US and the Soviets worked out a diplomatic solution. And so you want to take a look at that video, get a good understanding of that. Of course, as you're reading this story, you want to pay attention to the elements of literature that we've been talking about so far: plot, characterization, making inferences, using our strategies of identifying contrasts and contradictions, and remembering that all of those are related to our tools to get at theme. I put another little video in there about theme for you to help you understand theme a little more. All of that is leading to a theme that has to do with our major topic at the beginning of this year, which is empathy. And then when you're done with that, you can move on to the activities. There's a reading check, a little quiz for you to do. There's a plot worksheet and a literary elements worksheet. That's it. Those are the instructions. Let me know if you have any questions, and good luck.